Thank you, Jim. We're back indoors at the natatorium with Olympic champion John Neighbor alongside. 3 events to go in our second night of swimming for the class of '88, if you will. We'll wind up with the women's 50-meter freestyle. But coming up next, it's the women's 400-meter individual medley. 8 laps of our 50-length meter pool here on the campus of LSU. 2 laps of the butterfly, 2 laps in the backstroke, 2 of the breast, and 2 of the free. And in the lane assignments, in lane 1, Adrienne Schuessler, 15 years old, from Santa Ana, California. In lane 2, Colette Vanderberg, 16, from Barrington, Illinois. Alongside in lane 3, 14 years old, from Lake Oswego, Oregon, Maureen Haslock. In lane 4, Karen Kramer from Palo Alto, California, who is 15 years old. Another 15-year-old from Upper Marlborough, Maryland, Pam Franklin, is in lane 5. Amy Lowe's in lane 6. She's 15 from Bellevue, Washington. Julie Darby in lane 7, 17 years old, from Franklin, Tennessee. And in lane 8, Jennifer Tripp, 17, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So 8 lengths, John. Lots of time to do some handicapping.
Indeed there are. Indeed there is. I think that lane 4, Julie Kramer, Karen Kramer, excuse me, from the South team, 15 years old. She's the national age group junior record holder in this event. Everyone's picking her to do very, very well. In lane 8, on the far top of our screen, that'll be Jennifer Tripp, also a teammate on the Southern team, the green squad. Should probably come in second. And we'll see how the event develops as it goes along. But because the strokes are changing, the lead should also change quite frequently.
And in John Neighbor's view, it makes it one of the more fun events to watch.
Sure does. A fantastic start over there. Third from the top. That's lane 6. Amy Lowe really caught the gun. I don't know whether she was rolling at the start or she just had anticipated it, but boy, did she leap off the blocks. Here is lane 2. Second from the bottom of the screen. That'll be Colette Vanderberg. We think she might come in third in this race.
Amy Lowe in lane 6. She's an excellent breaststroker as well. She'll be a junior this fall in high school. She swims for the Bellevue Athletic Club. And as John said, in lane number 2, Colette Vanderberg, who will be a junior in high school this fall. She swims for the Aquatic Academy. That's lane 2, and that's Colette Vanderberg.
Notice what we call a chicken wing butterfly. Her right arm is kinked a little bit higher than her left, so it's not quite symmetrical through the line, but frankly, her butterfly looks very, very strong at this point. Very smooth, single kick dolphin right there on the bottom of the screen. You can see her looking ahead, holding her breath every other stroke. So 2 breaths, 3 breaths, and then 1 down.
It's Amy Lowe, excuse me, John, in lane 6 as they approach the wall again. As they touch on the third time in lane 2, Colette Vanderberg and Amy Lowe alongside in lane 6. Then in lane number 7, getting up in the 3rd spot, it's Julie Darby, 17 years old, from Franklin, Tennessee, out of St. Bernard Academy.
Now, probably the most difficult part about a 400 individual medley is changing from one stroke to the other. There's no time. You have to adjust. New muscle groups are brought into play with immediate succession, and bingo, you have to start feeling the one part of your body that doesn't feel so bad now. Boom, that's the one you have to attack on the next stroke.
How about an analogy? Montreal Olympics, Euro-Olympics, if you will. Bruce Jenner was allowed 30 minutes between his decathlon events. But here, in what we sometimes refer to as the decathlon of swimming, you've got to switch muscles without any break at all.
Well, it certainly, that's what makes this the most difficult. And the 400 IM, there's only 2 individual medley events, 400 and the 200. The 200 is all-around stroke talent with sprint speed. The 400, all-around stroke talent with discipline, with long, hard training.
You're watching lanes 5 and 6. 5 is on the inside. That is Pam Franklin. And in lane 6 on the outside, that is Amy Lowe. They are running 2 and 3 right now to our leader. In lane 2, it is still Colette Vanderberg. Amy Lowe jumped off to an early lead off the blocks. But since that time, Vanderberg has been holding on. She's 16 years old, from Barrington, Illinois. She attends Barrington High School. She'll be a junior this fall. And she's got the lead now, as we've got 2 lengths to go.
Now the breaststroke. This is where the athletes have extended a lot of time with their strong kicks in the butterfly and the backstroke. And now it's the squeezing of the legs together. And the arms have a tendency to get tight. They won't be able to reach quite as far forward as the athletes were reaching earlier in the race. So this is a matter of mind over matter, forcing your arms to reach forward. Look here in the bottom of our screen, our leader, Colette Vanderberg, doing very nicely, keeping long and strong. Watch her keeping her head close to the water right there, and a big breath every time. The legs are running short on air right now.
One more length of the breaststroke than 2 of the 3, John Neighbor. How about endurance? When does it start to hurt when you go from the fly to the back to the breast to the 3?
The single most painful moment is the first stroke of breaststroke off the back, because there's a long underwater pull and the lungs are bursting for oxygen. Right now, she's gotten through that point. It's downhill. She knows that the next turn into the freestyle, and off they go. A hot contested race for second place right there in lanes 6 and 7, or 5 and 6. 5 on the right, blue cap, 6 on the left.
6 is Amy Lowe, and her record indicates she's an excellent breaststroker, but she's been unable to close the gap at all on Colette Vandenberg. Amy Lowe, only 5'1", 15 years old, out of Bellevue, Washington. She's in lane 6, and she's right now trailing lane 5, Pam Franklin. So as they hit the wall with 2 laps to go, the leader in lane 2 is Colette Vandenberg, but watch in lane 3. Maureen Haslock has picked it up now. They're into the freestyle, and she's stride for stride, stroke for stroke alongside Colette Vandenberg with just about 75 meters to the finish. And in lane 1, here comes Adrienne Schuessler from Santa Ana, California.
Fantastic charge by the field. Boy, did they come on at the last half of the breaststroke. And here we shouldn't neglect lane 6. Lane 5 over there on the top of the screen, making a big strong push, but it still looks like the battle is in the 3 swimmers in lanes 1, 2, and 3.
Schuessler, Vandenberg, and Hasluck at the bottom of the screen in lanes 1, 2, and 3. And in lane 5, it's Pam Franklin. 50 meters to the finish. And in lane 5, Franklin, who's 17 years old, from Upper Marlborough, Maryland, has taken over the lead. It's Franklin in lane 5. In lane 1 at the bottom of the screen, Adrienne Schuessler. And in lane 3, Maureen Haslock. It's lane 8 now with a big move. Jennifer Tripp on the outside. Here comes lane 5. It's Pam Franklin once again. Franklin, the East team captain from Bowie Bulldog swim team. Franklin in lane 5. In lane 3, Maureen Haslock. Franklin in 5, about a half a stroke in front, and then it's too close to call for the silver, but I think it was Haslock getting up for the second spot. The second spot goes in lane number, check it, 3 to O'Keefe.
Fantastic comeback. The freestyle determined the winner. Boy, was she out of it at the end of the breaststroke, but she came on. Look at the finish here. She is just totally in control of her freestyle. Long strokes. The kick is not that strong, but boy, does she extend fully on each stroke. Her recovery goes way out in front of her, and you almost believe she knows she's going to have to stretch to the wall to get the gold here. Lane 3 there, looking to the wrong side. Maureen Haslock is looking backwards. Fantastic performance.
The results are in for the women's 400-meter individual. Getting the gold, Pam Franklin out of Upper Marlborough, Maryland. O'Keefe gets the silver, and Adrienne Schuessler the bronze.